Hi, my name is Mark, and again, it's not like I want to become that big guy, but something interesting happened recently. Again, for those of you who haven't seen that other video about an interview that I did with Tom Quayle, we did this little session where we just talk about like music theory stuff and soloing and note choicing and stuff like that. Stuff that you might be interested in. Again, you can go check out that video, I'll probably put it in the card section, or you can just quickly look it up on my channel. He came here to do a clinic, and in that clinic, I didn't really knew that they were giving away stuff. Near the end of the clinic, Tom was like, okay, so we're going to do like this little break, because apparently they're giving away some stuff. And what was being given away were these fancy picks, Mars picks, as you can see. And I won one of the raffle things. Again, like, if you've watched some of my other videos, I don't really usually win any of these sorts of things. But they were like, okay, so we're going to do a giveaway, and Tom took like a ticket that I think is number 18 maybe, and then he was like, okay, number 7, and I was like, I'm number 7. I'm winning stuff. That's cool. So yeah, we're going to check out these picks, and I couldn't really check if they're made in Portugal, but they're designed by Portuguese dudes, so I was like, okay, sure. I mean, as you probably know, like if you've seen some of my other videos, I did this like pick test a couple of weeks ago, or maybe like a couple of months ago now. I used these Dragonheart guitar picks ones. Again, I'm pretty used to these ones, and I don't really think I'm changing unless I'm completely blown away. I just got really used to these ones in a way that I haven't really gotten used to other picks, like any other pick till now. But again, because these are Portuguese dudes, go check out these guys from Mars Picks as well. They're not really sponsoring me. Again, they didn't really choose me to win these picks. And it's not really like I'm doing them like a great service, because I only have like a couple of subscribers. I just wanted to check these out along with you guys and see what I think about them, and yeah, maybe you guys can find some cool stuff that's made in Portugal. Of course, I'd like to support some of my fellow countrymen. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. But before we do, I just want to say, if you can, please subscribe to my channel and turn on all notifications. As you're probably aware, YouTube acts a little bit weird. Even if you subscribe to the channel, those channel's videos may really not show up in your subscription box. And even if you ring the little notification bell thingy below, you still really will not be notified of that channel's content. So if you want to stay tuned to my videos, you really should subscribe and turn on all the notifications. And because that may or may not work, if you can, follow me on social media. Again, not only do I post some exclusive stuff there, I can provide solos, I'm jamming from backing tracks, and generally wherever I'm up to at the moment, but I always post there about my videos. Links for real stuff will be below, but in general, it's my English guitar. And again, even if you think, oh, I don't really need to subscribe, I'll just get his videos on the recommended section or whatever, well, maybe, but also maybe not. YouTube's algorithm really prefers to share videos that will leave you watching more videos on the platform. And many times guitar lessons and videos like this aren't really the type of videos that YouTube algorithm will like to maybe share, but hey, again, if you can do your part, I'll do mine. So yeah, let's get into the pick part of it. Again, the first one I grabbed was this one. Let me see if I can show it to you properly. Let's see if it says something. Okay, so it's sort of this blue thing. In a way, it's almost like Jazz 3 shape. It has this little curve here. And again, I'm going through their website trying to see what the names are and all of that sort of a thing. Apparently this model is what they call the Tharsis, which apparently is this like volcanic region of Mars. And it also makes sense because apparently Tharsis comes from the Bible, for like the farthest away eastern lands on the ancient world, something like it. Apparently it's like shield shape, which apparently allows for like a general usage for like any sort of a thing. Okay, so let's try it out. It's not really that thick. I usually like thicker picks, but it's not really that flexible either. So yeah, let's see what we're going through. Feels alright, I guess. It's again, like I mentioned before, it's a little bit thinner than I'm used to, and it flexes a lot more than I'm used to. But again, it's not really like it was made for my specifications, or like I chose this particular model, which was just the first that came out in this little packaging thingy. And again, apparently the idea of these guys is to collab with these like engineering students, I think, because this is made of like some fancy polymers material that's supposed to be biodegradable but still has a good tone, and it's good for picking. Again, I'm not really into chemistry or something like it to explain whatever is going on up here, but if you want to check those out, I'll leave their website and their stuff in the description below. You can check them out. But yeah, about this pick, again, it's not like I'm in any way unsatisfied, and I know a couple of players that use these sort of like plastic picks with very sharp ends, and with this sort of size, sort of like a just 3XL in a way. I can see a bunch of guys using these and being well satisfied with them. So apparently this was a Tharsis model. Let's grab another one that's slightly different maybe. Okay, so this is an interesting shape. Really like a more well traditional shape, these triangular ones. And again, I do find it interesting that they have this like little cavity here so that you can hold it and it doesn't really slip that much. I think it's an interesting thing. I think this is called the tripod. Again, by what I see here, it's pretty much about like being like a spaceship sort of a thing, like an extraterrestrial sort of a thing, and I'm really enjoying the pointy edges. I think I'll get along with it. I'm not really sure about the shape though, but let's check it out. Well, that definitely feels weird to play. Again, it's not like it's bad in any way. It almost feels like I'm picking with the end of a pencil or a pen, like with that sort of a beak thing. It's pretty weird. Well, I don't really think I'm liking this one, and it's not like it's a bad pick at all. But I don't think I'm liking it because it's such like a point edge thingy. You can basically play the string with like no force at all. And because I'm a really heavy picker, and even though I like pointy edges for my picks, again, with my Dragonheart's guitar picks one, I usually use this point right here. And again, this one is already kind of used already, so it's not that, so it's not as sharp as it used to be. I'm not really feeling this one. I can see why people would like it, especially for like guys who don't really pick as much, but are maybe like legato guys. Again, it's a good pick. I definitely see why people would play this sort of thing, but it's not the one for me. But again, this is just a personal thing. Okay, so let's see another one. Okay, so apparently this is another Tharsis one. I'm not really sure if this one is as flexible as the other one. Okay, so this yellow one is not as flexible as the other one, or at least doesn't feel like it. I definitely prefer this Tharsis to the other one, mostly because this one isn't as flexible as the other one, but again, it's not like they surpassed the Dragonheart's guitar picks for me, but you should definitely check these out. Again, supporting smaller brands, in this case they're Portuguese, so if you feel any affinity like I do, you should probably check them out. I have another Tharsis here, this one is green. I feel like it's just the same model as the blue one, maybe it's a little bit thicker or something, but again, I'll try it for the sake of it, but I think it's pretty much the same thing. They're not necessarily the ones for me, or maybe I can do an update video some weeks later after trying them for a little bit longer, but again, they feel nice and well made, so yeah, it's probably something that you can check out if you want to. And lastly, we have these two picks. Again, it's very much a more traditional shape, and I have two of them. I think they're pretty much the same thing. Maybe this one on my right hand is a little bit thicker, so I'll go for that one. But let's check it out. And I think this bad boy is called the Phobos, which is supposed to be like the biggest moon of Mars, and it's the one that's closer to it. And apparently Phobos is like the son of Ares, god of war, and Aphrodite, goddess of love, I think, in Greek mythology. And it represents fear, so yeah. They call it like a thick pick for a good attack with strings with biggest spacement, again, I guess. Okay. And those are all the picks I have here to try for you guys. Again, I'll just go for the Dragonheart's guitar picks one, which is the one I usually use in these sorts of videos. And it's the one I'm used to now, so that maybe you can see if there's like some sort of tonal difference or anything like. Again, as you can probably check by the playing, I'm much more comfortable with these ones, and it's not like these Mars picks are in any way bad or worse. It's just that when it comes for personal preference, I think I'm very much used to these bad boys. But these ones are great. Again, I can definitely see a lot of players which I'm going to recommend these to. And again, these are sort of boutique picks. They're not really that expensive. By 10 euros, or I think that's probably like, what, $11 maybe, $11.50. You can get a pack with 12, so again, I think that's a good deal. Go check them out if you want to, follow them on social media. They're probably great guys, but again, I don't really know them. I haven't really talked to them about this video or anything, but yeah, if you want to check them out, go. And again, if you can, follow me on social media, subscribe to the channel, check out some of my other videos as well. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions for videos, leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Cheers!